Okay, we're live. Welcome. This live stream, we will be talking about promotions. There's a new UI in town, and I've got with me Vasil, lead frontend here at Crystallize,
Hey everyone.
and we will be nerding out on some discounting capabilities and how we can run promotions and campaigns, etc. In Crystallize. I think we'll jump straight into it in terms of
Let's do it.
what what is what is promotion. I mean, there's so many terms out there. You have discounts, you have promotions, you have price lists, price variants. Okay, if we start at the top here, let's give a little bit of context because we see there's two different things in Crystallize. One thing is what you list on your web shop, the storefront, when you go to a product. That's often a price or a price variant. It could be different for different users logging in. Or on top of that, it could be a temporary change in the list price, which is what price lists affect. But those are not the topic of today. Today, we're going to talk about promotions, which is basically campaigns or price changes you can run given the cart context. So you add stuff to the cart, and based on what you're adding and what you've configured, you get different prices. Let's dive into some of the contexts there. And Vasil, which you've been lead on building out this UI. By the way, kudos to the design team and the product team coming up with a nice UI for something that is pretty
Very
complex.
complicated. Yeah.
Because let's start at the top, because here we have there's several different things on my screen here, and I got the shopping cart emulator, and okay, I'm new to this, so what is the thing on top here? It says mechanism, Vasil.
Yeah. So when it comes to promotions, right, and the UI that you see here, there are two mandatory things or two things that are required for each promotion. And the first thing is the promotion identifier. This is something that you get here at the top at the toolbar. And that's actually the way to identify which is the promotion, right? That's the required part. And the second required part for each promotion is the mechanism, or exactly what you were kind of showing a little bit earlier, right now on the screen. And the mechanism for the promotion, it really describes how the promotion is going to work. Is this going to be a percentage? So the discount will be a percentage wise, or the discount will be applied in a fashion of like 3 for 2. You get 3 for the price of 2, or 4 for 3. It may vary, of course. Or it's going to be like a fixed value promotion, for example, like you get fixed $20, let's say, discounts at the top. Or it is going to be like discount that is spread among all the target items. So these are different mechanisms describing how the promotion is going to work. And of course, we're going to take a look on each of them later and use it in a actual promotion, right? So we can give a little bit better understanding how it works. But the promotion is a required part. So this is where when you create a new promotion, where you should start from the mechanism and how it is going to work.
So the type of discount, basically.
Yeah, the type of discount that it describes.
But then there's some teddy bears and some folder icons and topic icons here on the left. Can you walk me through that?
Yeah. So as you said, the whole idea about setting the promotion came from the design team, and it was inspired from the game industry, where we have a skill tree. So what you see here is, in a way, a skill tree that's going to help us to set the promotion. So we start from the top, the mechanism where is required, and then we have different items on the left and the right. So what you see here currently with the sign code, right? So here the color coding is very important. So everything that is with the sign color are the targets, or this is where the promotion will be applied. So we can choose between products, variants, folders, or topics. That means when we have a promotion, if we have a target, the promotion is going to target only the items that we select. If there is no target selected, like as you have it currently, that means every product is going to be a target. So everything is going to be a target, right? So the promotion is going to target everything, as we have here described in the summary. This is very important concept, right? Because then when the promotion is going to work and when it's not going to work.
And this is basically the simplest you can do is just add a mechanism, and it will always apply to everything, right? That's what you're saying here. But you can fine grain it on what set target to a specific product, a specific SKU, the blue T-shirt only, or a topic, which could be a summer campaign topic, or things like this. But then, so I understand target because that is what do I want to discount?
Yeah, exactly.
But what are the triggers? Isn't that the same?
Yeah, no. So the triggers are what you see here with the purple color. And as I said, the color coding is very important. So the purple color are our triggers, or this actually tells us what triggers the promotion, right? Because if nothing is selected, again, everything triggers the promotion. But if we want to be more specific, like let's say that if you buy laptop, you get this case on half price. And then the trigger is going to be your laptop, right? But the case will be your targets because that's where the promotion is applied. So that's the difference between the trigger and targets. And it's very fundamental here that we should understand. As you can see, for example, in our triggers, we have too many options, right? Not too many, but many options that we can choose, right? Customers, customer groups, coupons, mean value, topics, paths, folders. There are a lot of different things that we can use for currencies, even that we can use as our triggers in the promotion.
So what you're saying is you can say that every product of the type, so every T-shirt is 20% off, but only if it's a particular customer or customer group, or if you have the coupon. So that's the if kind of limitation here.
Condition, yes.
I also notice on the right-hand side, I get the information about kind of how the promotion is working. So that's great that you can kind of read it out. But so I get it. I get these are the target, what to discount, and then when, for whom, or how to limit that. And as you said, if you buy an iPhone, you can get 20% off the iPhone case, for example. Things like this.
Yep.
And then we have the periods, which kind of speaks for itself, but what is it?
Yeah, this is kind of the easy part to understand. At least the period it tells us when the promotion will be active, right? Because we can set a date in the future, we can set like a current date, and if it's something in the past or if it's reoccurring, we can set multiple periods and say that this is going to happen, let's say the first week during the summer, every first week of the month, for example. Then we can set these periods, and when we have a period, the promotion will apply only when we are in the active period, right? And if no period is set, again, this is important, the promotion will apply always.
Makes sense. And then there's a little bit more, it seems like advanced settings, the pink ones, the limitations.
This again describes we can limit when the promotion will be applied. So for example, if it's repeatable, how many times it can be used, the max usage, yes, max usage per customer, of course, because we may want to allow it just once per customer. Quantity per trigger. There are a lot of different things here that can be set, and so we try to explain each of these while we are making your setup. So take a kind of general recommendation here with the limitation, right? Because as I said, it's a little bit more advanced. It is to read the documentation, read what's written here on the website, and try to figure out how to set that, because this is again a little bit the more advanced part of the promotion engine.
But I wanna play. So we have a demo store for Nutut, which if you've watched this before, you've seen that. You can spin that up easily yourself also. Several streams on that. But okay, I want to start with simple. I want to get 20% off everything.
Yeah, let's try to do that because I think this is the best way to explain it, right? To set a
Yeah.
promotion and apply it.
So now
Cool.
I've created this promotion. I've only set a name and 20% as a percentage. And
Yeah,
then what I can do is then I have my storefront with some products, and let me just add two products, maybe I don't know, maybe this guy to the cart. And what we will have then is the possibility of basically defining the promotions in the cart there. Let me do this. And if I want to define a 20% off, that's fine. But maybe I will take it to the
but
next level in terms of defining some more details there.
yeah, before continuing, Bort, maybe can you move our no, our cameras to the bottom left corner because if you're pointing something to the top right, it's we cannot really see it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
can
think
try.
that's
I can also do. Maybe this is better because why do you want to see us, right?
yeah. Let's take a look at the beautiful UI here.
Yeah, and so one thing is 20% off. But if I want to just say, okay, I want to target something particular. So I would like to target, let's say, some. What do we have here? We have plants.
Products in a specific folder only.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So, and that means that I have here something is fishy here where we have, okay, let me add a product. And maybe I want to add another type of product, so like a plant. And then we see that, okay, now I get the 20% off, but only for
for the
uh,
products which was inside the folder, right? The
yeah,
folder that you selected as a target.
exactly. So that is how I can say 20% off everything or just everything in plants. Okay,
Mhm.
get it. What's the next level then if I would like to
Maybe
s-
set up a different trigger that's
okay.
something specific is going to trigger the promotion, not everything, right?
Okay, let's do. And here I see I got target folders. Okay, I see plants. I got triggers. I did a folder. So what I can do is then go to my product catalog and choose outdoor furniture. If I'm correct now, I should get 20% discount on plants, but only if I have outdoor furniture, which is what I have here,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Um, and
Ooh. And
what?
discount. Yeah, great. Yeah. See that the discount disappeared because you don't have your trigger. You don't have the outdoor furniture to actually trigger the promotion.
Right. So this is kind of an incentive to have people buying outdoor furniture and then buy some plants because in this case the furniture is more expensive than the plants. I mean, by a magnitude. So this is a kind of a more combined type of discount, which is quite useful. You buy
Mhm.
this and then you get the cheaper add-on things at a discounted price, for example. So
Yep.
that's pretty neat.
Shall we
So
try it?
that's basically then the mechanism is 20% off. The target is Monstera or the plants, and then
Mhm.
it's triggered in this case by me buying also this furniture. If I remove the furniture, you see that the discount is gone.
Yeah.
Success.
Great. Yeah, that's really a good use case actually, and I think this is something that we quite often see ourselves as a shoppers, right? When we
Yep.
go, yeah.
And I'll just start from scratch again, nothing prepared. And then I want to do a new promotion. And now I want to do like a three,
How about
four.
something that's volume-based promotion? Let's say, as we
Yeah.
discussed earlier, this is also quite common use case where you get three on the price of two or four for two or whatever it could be, right? But I think three for two is very classic example.
Yeah. I'll do it simple. I'll add just a target. So it's 3 for 2. Let's stick with plants.
Okay.
So 3 for 2, but only targeting plants, right?
Yeah.
And I have here, I wasn't able to do this properly, so I'll do here the plants. Okay. And then if I'm correct now, I have here 3 for 2 that is always active, one matching folder, and the conditions, it will always be triggered if you have something in the plants folder. There's no limitations, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So what I can do here is basically look at, so this is a different window, just refreshing my cart. I do the Monstera large, the small, and the golden potos, right?
Yeah.
And then I see that the cheapest one here, or one of the cheapest ones, because there's two at the same low price, is 100% discounted. And I see that we have the applied promotion 3 for 2. So another success.
Yeah, great. Yeah, definitely. This is definitely you're getting 3 for 2. As you can see, it's very clear that one of them you get for the price of 0. That means the promotion applied correctly.
And it's important also to mention that for the shop API, in terms of promotions, it will always try to pick the best deal for you. If you have multiple promotions that can be combined, there's something called cumulative promotions also, which means you can first have 3 for 2 and then 20% of all, for example. But by default, it will just pick the best discount that you have available using price lists, price variants, and promotions as where it will look. Okay, cleaning up my cart.
Great.
So that was a good one. It's 3 for 2.
Try something else, maybe a different promotion to set up. How about, since the summer is coming now, how about like coupons, where we can give a discount with the coupon summer 2025 or summer sale even? Yeah, it's better.
Yeah, and then I'll do percent, 30%. I don't know.
That sounds good.
And you see the shopping cart emulator, it just illustrates kind of, okay, 30%. It has some unicorn teddies, which is kind of our mascot. And here you get the 30% discount exemplified here. Okay, so here I've set up the 30% now for everything, regardless. But you want
I want a coupon. I want to use a coupon somewhere or something to that extent that will give me the promotion, right?
Okay, like this.
Yeah.
So I have a coupon, and then now it applies to all products. But what if I don't want to give 30% on the furniture, because
that's not what you buy during the summer, of course. No. Yeah, it could be just for the plants, let's say, right?
And it's the same here, and then we say, okay, but we only target the plants, but we trigger based on coupon, right? So it's a different type of trigger.
Exactly.
Okay, so in theory I should be good now. I got 30% always active, applying to the plants folder, matching condition of defined coupons. So if I then go here and add something to the cart, and then I will enter a coupon, summer. Then you get 30% discounted for all the plants. What happens if I add some other products here?
Something that is not a plant. Yeah.
Right. And basically, it allows you to fine grain the type of rule set that you want in order to apply your promotions there.
Yeah.
Nice one. And I like the combination of triggers and targets here, because gives you a lot of possibilities for running campaigns and sending out special discounts in newsletters without kind of changing the list price on your website. So you can have A, B, C, D, E testing of campaigns, right, for different types of customers, and see what converts the most. So very useful.
Great. Okay, so shall we try another example here then? What about maximizing the average cart value promotion? So, for example, this is also quite common use case, for example, where if you buy goods for more than €1,000, let's say, then you get a discount 200 or something to this extent, right? So this is a fixed kind of discount if the value is more than a certain value, right?
Okay, so here we do a mechanism for the cart value. So I get €200 in cart discount, right? This is for the whole cart. But then I want to do minimum value, you said? Is that this
minimum value, exactly. If it's more than 1,000,
okay,
then we get 200 back. Great.
So let's recap here. So we have the minus 200 for the cart as a fixed value. So it's €200 in this example. You can, of course, make it for different currencies, and different target markets have different types, because you don't want to give the same monetary amount in euros and Norwegian kroners, right? And then it only is triggered if I buy for more than 1,000 in this case. Cool. So let me do a test here where I'll add, you know what? I'll take a different product. I'll take this one, because it's less than 1,000. So I want to add this to the cart. Nothing happens.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right. And if I want to do something else, like
add one more.
Want to choose the olive one, maybe add that one. Okay, I got €200 off. Buy more, it says. Yeah. Could use a more salesy name, but buy more, buy more. And this is quite useful, right? That you give a fixed amount, but it triggers on the threshold, because the more I add, actually, the less discount as a percent you get, right? But you still incentivize people to add more and increase the, maximizing the average cart value, right? That's kind of the goal of that type of discounting.
And what's important here also to mention is that the discount, as you can see, is spread among all the products. And this is mainly for the reason also, like later, if you need to refund or return something, right? Then the discount will be removed just for that particular item, not like the whole discount to be returned, but just the amount that belongs to one item. And that's how the promotion works.
Yeah, and the Shop API calculates everything for you, for developers. You just set up the rules, and calculations are done. So that's a pretty neat one, where I have the cart value, so it's a fixed amount spread among all the items in the cart.
Yeah,
that's pretty nice. And what else can we?
Let's try something more, because there are so kind of different promotions that we can set. How about scheduling a promotion, like event-based discount?
It's like a Thriving Thursday.
Thriving Thursday, it's a very good example here.
Yeah, and then let's do a different one. Let's do a fixed. So I want to do 19, in this case 19 euros, as our context is in euros. Depends on how many markets. It could be 19 for euros and dollars, for example. Okay, so I've set the fixed price so replacing the price basically for the product. And then I would like to define some periods, basically. So here, what you're saying is that I can do from the 15th of May to the 15th, for example.
First, we need to select now it's in the past. Start again from, Now you select the from.
Yeah. And then I can do...
Okay, 16. For example, or even we can be more fine-grained and using the time below, so it can work exactly from the beginning of the day until the
right. So because if I want to do like Thursday here, I can do select that Thursday, and then if I'm lazy, I could do the Friday, and then you can say, okay, it's actually not noon, it's 0 on Friday, and it's 0 on Thursday. Right,
exactly.
So from midnight to midnight, right? I got it. So and that way you can kind of stack up multiple for all the Thriving Thursdays. I'll not do that. 2 is enough for me. And then in
Should
this
we
case,
say what
I definitely don't want to target the furniture.
Yeah, definitely.
So, and now it's kind of, you see, it's getting a routine. I just target the plants. That's what I want to push on Thriving Thursday, get people into the store, and then they see all the nice furniture and buys that also, right?
Exactly.
So this is the case where I've got a fixed for all the scheduled Thursdays or the periods you have selected.
Mhm.
And then I can add this to the cart, this as in some products. And what I'll be able to do here is, let me remove some of the furniture I already had. And here you see that I get very different percentage amount of discount, but all of them are 19 euros,
Yeah.
right? So it's a fixed price, and it's a Thriving Thursday. So this,
Exactly.
if you have, similarly priced products, you want to do all at 9.90 or all 99 or all, that type of discounts, you can do that. And as Vasil said, it's spread evenly among the items. In this case, the discount is calculatedly spread because it's all set to the fixed discount here in total. I save 69 euros in this case.
Great.
Nice.
Yeah, that's also is useful. We've seen people are making this type of promotion, so why not? Great. Shall we try a different type of promotion?
Yeah, so one of the things that we mentioned in the beginning is like, okay, let's say you're selling an iPhone and you want to give away, let's just call this cross sell or cross sale. And let's say you want to incentivize upselling or cross selling of products, right? So that if you buy something, I want you to buy more of this. And if I get this correctly, I can say here now, I'll say 50%. But only for, let's say, a particular product,
Yeah.
right? So I can go here and say, let's stick to the plants. You know what? Let's stick to accessories. Quilted cushion, right?
That makes sense. If you buy couch, then you get the cushion on half price, for
Yeah.
example.
So okay, and then it's triggered, but then only with the sofa, right? Because here you have matching product. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I do here, then it's triggered by a product, and that is from Outdoor Furniture. And in this case, it's basically this lounge sofa. And if I'm all set now, I have 50% for some products matching, and then it's triggered by some other products. Okay.
Yeah. Great. Let's see.
This is pretty specific, right? So here I have nothing in my cart,
Yep.
and I'm buying this product, and I want the cushion. So it's cross sell, and I get 50% actually for the cushion because I bought this this sofa and it's matching. So kind of cross selling, upselling type of discount here. It's a pretty fancy one.
Yeah, great. Yeah, that's really definitely it apply the promotion. And if you remove the couch, the cushion is gonna be on a regular price because that
Of course.
promotion doesn't apply there. Great.
And one of the things also which I like to mention is that one thing is me playing here with the cart, but in Crystallize you also have available in the insight. You can actually check out in real time. You can check out the funnel. So I can see here that I actually have a guest which has put these two products into the cart. So you can kind of also monitor this in real time in terms of what's going on there. That's nice. Do we have some other examples?
Yeah. How about the case? I think something that also applies to the conference that we are organizing, like the early bird tickets for conference. How can we schedule this type of promotion where we give some discounts like in the first week or like first month, and then the price becomes regular?
Yeah. So let's see what we have to work with here. So we have some furniture. We have what else? We have plants and we have coffee, for example.
Yeah.
Let's say that this is a. Let me just clear my card. And these are fresh releases. These we just launched the coffee section, right?
Mhm.
And then we have coffee, coffee special, something like that.
Yeah.
And we want to give I don't know 15%.
Yeah. Sounds good.
But I want to just give it for the first week. And let's say that we launch this on Monday at noon, and we are having the sale until Sunday.
Mhm.
Well, noon it says sets by default the current time, so it's 15:31, and of course you can change that if you want to have it from midnight to well, I guess 23:59,
Yeah.
something like that. But I only want to give it on coffee, so same applies. Different ways of having targets. We'll use the folder again. It's simple.
Mhm.
I don't have to pick too much. Only
Okay.
products under coffee.
Yeah.
So this means that we have a promotion called Coffee Special, 15% for this
Yes.
time, only matching the folder coffee, and that's it. So if I then go out and take a look at some coffee products and add that to the cart, maybe I want to have this one also. Then you see that you get the 15% discount, but it will expire on well at the end of Sunday, right?
Yeah.
So I guess
Exactly.
that's. I mean, it's a lot, right? Because we have the configurator here. We've just looked at some very common scenarios. It's quite a lot more you can do.
Yeah, maybe just briefly to mention board here, if you go to products, for example, target products, select the product and then go to pick a product. So there is also this concept that we didn't really talk about it, but it's about included and excluded products. And I think you already saw that you can set this for every type of trigger and target, where
Yeah.
you can say that the promotion will apply for these products, but will not apply for this product, right? For example, let's say that you have the newest plant or a couch that you don't want to give on a promotion. So you can set like all the products in this folder or all the couches, but don't do it on this particular couch. So this is again a little bit more advanced configuration, but allows picking up what is included in promotion and what should not be included in the promotion.
And maybe an example here would be, no, it's not too many products in the plant folder, but give a discount on everything on the plants, but not on these two products, right?
Exactly.
So you can combine also, the target of the folder, but excluding just a couple of, recently released. I mean, if you have a new iMac out, maybe you want to discount the previous iMacs that you have in stock, but not the new one.
Yeah.
So lots of combination with positive and negative rules for included and excluded. You can play with limitations. We'll not dive into all the details here. You can check it out. Information is available in the documentation, and of course, for developers, we did a stream also on the Shop API itself. You know how to actually work with this on the API side. You have that example, of course, also already in the Next.js accelerator here, where the Shop API is, of course, implemented in the cart, and you can, play with the rules and get familiar with how things work. It's pretty fun, easy to use, nice gamified UI here from the design team there. So it's it's pretty easy to use, even though it's
very powerful.
it's very capable. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Cool. I guess that's it for this time. If you want to be notified about our next stream, you know what to do. And see you in the next one.
bye.